Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for JustMyPicks.com, and I'm bringing you a very special Week 16 breakdown of the Thursday night game of the week. The San Diego Chargers taking on the Oakland Raiders. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe right now. And without any further ado, let's hop right into the game action. Last week, we saw the San Diego Chargers, of course, take down the Miami Dolphins late in that football game. And last week, we also saw the Green Bay Packers handle the Oakland Raiders. In this football game, it's going to be a battle of two teams that are not going to make the playoffs. But what you have to look at is the backstory and look at just the last couple of weeks, how these two teams have been playing. Overall, the San Diego Chargers have been getting healthy, but you got to keep in mind, on the offense, they've lost a lot of weapons. This team is a totally different team when they have all their healthy pieces, and you got to keep in mind, Philip Rivers does not have the full kitchen sink that he can throw at somebody. So he's making good with what he has to do, and he's done a pretty good job of keeping his team afloat just in a positive way. On the other side, in the Oakland Raiders, you have to look at the same thing. On the defensive end, you have a lot of guys that are banged up, nicked up, that are missing. Also, Alden Smith is suspended. So you got to keep in mind this team has a bright future. You're looking at losing Charles Woodson and the great warrior that he is. Kudos to Charles Woodson for having a phenomenal NFL career and still laying the wood even at his age right now. Look, he came to the NFL in 1998. And you got to keep in mind, it's 2015 going into 2016. He's done a hell of a job overall in his career. So just looking at the future for the Oakland Raiders, you have Khalil Mack. You are going to get Justin Tuck and those boys back. So they're going to be the future is going to be in bright hands there. But overall in this football game, you're looking at, this is going to be a high offensive game. There's going to be Carr on one side, who's a phenomenal young quarterback. Philip Rivers, the old crafty vet, gunslinger. They're going to be slinging this ball left and right. The key here is, can Khalil Mack and his defense create enough pass rush to throw off Philip Rivers? Philip Rivers has never saw a pass that he didn't think was a good throw. So I think that he has a high chance of throwing interceptions in this football game. But you got to keep in mind that the Oakland Raiders, when they do get to the quarterback, they can get the turnovers. Khalil Mack, we saw just 2 weeks ago against the Denver Broncos, him produce all those sacks. He's attacking the line of scrimmage. He's attacking running backs. He's attacking the quarterback. So they're using him in a lot of blitzes. So that's a good thing. But for Philip Rivers, it's not a good thing. So overall, you have to also look at the San Diego Chargers offensive line being banged up. In this football game, you're going to see a lot of blitzes from the Oakland Raiders because they know there's holes inside this offensive line. They don't have everybody starting at their true position. So that's going to lead to a lot of opportunities for mistakes to happen on the offensive line. That's going to lead to a lot of unbalanced attack as far as the defense attacking one side of the offensive line. And I don't think the run game is going to show up for the San Diego Chargers. So I think Philip Rivers is going to have to throw the ball more than 40 times this football game because he won't be able to run the football. And I think that's going to lead to trouble. And that's going to get Philip Rivers and the San Diego Chargers beat. I think the Oakland Raiders are going to win this football game. They're going to be in Oakland. And you're looking just how, just that atmosphere. Those guys in the Oakland Raiders have been poised and pumped for this football game for the last couple of weeks. They had a letdown against the Green Bay Packers, but, I mean, that's Aaron Rodgers. Come on. It's not like they were playing like chopped stew. But they do have a pretty good defense, but when they're healthy, they're firing on all cylinders. And this is going to be Charles Woodson's soliloquy into the sunset. Even though it's not the last game of the season, you're going to keep in mind that this is going to be a heavily recognized game across the league for Charles Woodson, basically saying goodbye to Charles Woodson as he retires. And I think the Oakland Raiders are going to send Charles Woodson out in the black hole in a positive way and on a strong note. And I think that the Oakland Raiders are going to be inspired to play and to win this football game for him. So I'm picking the Oakland Raiders to win a highly charged AFC West rivalry matchup with Charles Woodson retiring. I think it's going to be a very close game, 6 points or less, folks. I think the score is going to be 26-20. And I'm picking the Oakland Raiders to win that. All you Chargers fans, all you Raiders fans, Raiders Nation, leave your comments in the comment section below. Also, check out JustMyPicks.com. Also, follow us on Facebook. Go ahead and hit that like button on Facebook, Facebook.com/JustMyPicks. Thank you so very much. Share this video in your Facebook group. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. And we'll check you out next week with the end of the regular season. Thank you so very much, and we'll see you next week.